Hi everyone, welcome into Sean Godsman. My name is Sean Lewis. I'm a motivational speaker. I believe I have a message to inspire and encourage the world with, and I want to take this message of hope and inspiration to as many people as I can. So if you'd like information on how to bring me into your organization, you can email me at seangodsman26 at gmail.com. That's seangodsman26 at gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook under Sean Lewis Motivational Speaker. You can also hit me up on Twitter at seangodsman26. I am a Christian. All my beliefs and my principles are shaped by my walk as a Christian, but I believe that all people can be inspired by my motivational principles and by my stories. I speak at colleges, churches, community organizations, businesses, sports teams, corporations. Anyone that needs a speaker, I will speak. I work with self-advocacy groups also. But today what I want to talk to you about is we're almost at the end of the year. What I want you to do is, think about, think about all the goals you had for this year. Did you reach them? And if not, did you actually have a plan to meet them? Because, see, the difference between a dream and a plan, a dream and a wish is a plan and a deadline. John Wooden, the famous UCLA basketball coach, said if you don't not preparing is if you're not prepared, not preparing is preparing to fail. So in other words, if you don't have a plan, you're automatically gonna have a problem reaching your goals. Because if you don't know where you're going, it's kind of hard to know how to get there. But what I want you to do is realize the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Some of you might be saying, Sean, I don't know where to start on what I want to do. Well, first of all, you find someone who's doing what you want to do. You ask them if you can be their apprentice. You read books on the situation. If you need to go back to college, you find out what college courses you need to take, and do that kind of stuff. If it's to paint your house, you first need to find out what color paint you want, and if you want to do it yourself or you want someone else to do it, find out how much it's going to cost. I always tell people, take one bite at a time. But, you have to start moving towards your goals. Otherwise, some people say, tomorrow I'll do this, tomorrow I'll do that. Well, if you don't start, your tomorrow will never come. We only have so much time in this life. We were all here, sitting here with a specific purpose. We all have a plan. We all have a destiny. I want you to know that you have a very specific plan that God intends for you to do. And if you don't know what that is, I would encourage you to find that. And don't get discouraged, because you will achieve your goals and dreams. You might not see how the way to achieve your dreams at first, but there's many different ways to achieve your goals and dreams. You just gotta continue working and continue striving and working for what you want. But you gotta have a physical plan. If it's to make a certain amount of money, you gotta budget yourself and figure out how much money you spend, how much money you save, and stuff. Millionaires don't make $1 million a year, but they're really good at budgeting and allocating their money. Whatever you want to do, count the cost of it, whether it's your time and whatever it is. Make allowances for it, because we all make allowances for what's important to us. You just gotta figure out what's most important to you and do that. If it's to be a better parent, think of ways you can be a better parent by spending more time with your kids, by doing activities with your kids. A lot of parents, instead of spending time with their kids, they spend money on their kids. But you know what? Your kids want to spend time with you, time. And if you get to spend time with your kids, you'll really get to find out what they're into, and then encourage that. And don't forget to make time for yourself, because if you don't make time for yourself, you'll be too burnt out and too stressed out to help other people. But the greatest way to help yourself if you're going through a hard time is find someone else that you can help. And then in the act of helping them, in the act of sowing that seed to help them, God will make sure your needs are met. But, it says in Deuteronomy 8:18, God will give you power and ability to get wealth. It doesn't say that wealth will just fall from the sky, but it says God will give you power and ability. You know what that means? It means you gotta work. Do what you can do, and then God will do what you can't do. And then the super and the natural will work together. But worry about the things you can change, and don't worry about the things you can't. And realize every day you're above ground, every day is a gift. And enjoy life. Put on your favorite music, dance around your room, and just go outside and appreciate outside. And go outside and appreciate everything around you, and realize, even though you might have a lot of problems, you're still some of the most blessed people in the world. If you have a mattress to sleep on, if you have change in the dish somewhere, if you have access to a refrigerator, you're still some of the most richest and the most wealthiest people in the world. But what I want you to do is realize that, you're only limited by your own mind. You can go only as high as your belief system will allow you. So what I want you to do is, I want you to start visualizing everything you want to accomplish in your life, visualizing all your dreams, all your goals. I want you to write them down, and I want you to confess them every day, because, we don't confess where we are, we confess where we want to be. And if you visualize it enough, your faith and your thoughts, they have creative power to bring whatever you think and say come to pass. And you know what? I want you to start um, writing out everything you're thankful for, and writing out everything you want to achieve. Whether it seems crazy or outrageous to you, just let your mind go and just to get yourself in a higher place in life. First you gotta see yourself. You gotta see yourself, not where you are, but where you want to be. And then you gotta put action behind it. But instead of saying, I'll never get there, I'll never do this, say, what do I need to do to be on my way to start to get where I want to get, and then work on getting there. And what I want you to do is take incremental steps towards your goal. You can't just say, I want to be here in a year. You can't say that, but then you gotta have a bunch of smaller goals to reach that bigger goal. And so then you gotta say, okay, what's my end goal? Okay, this is my end goal, so what are my smaller goals to meet that end goal? Maybe you want to lose weight. Okay, what's the first thing you gotta do? Find a good gym by your house, maybe hire a trainer, or maybe see if there's someone who works in the gym that will show you how to use the equipment. Maybe you have to modify your eating habits, because you shouldn't go on a diet. It should be a lifestyle change. Maybe you wanna get in the habit of reading more, so you get in the habit of listening to audiobooks or reading books on Kindle. Maybe you wanna, for those of you who might want to, maybe some of you want to start reading your Bible more because you know that's important. Well, you say, how do I do that? Take one chapter a day and then take one verse for that day and figure out, okay, how does that verse apply to my life? And then break it down and try to live that verse out every day. And do that every day and read a chapter a day in the Bible, or get you one of them Bibles in a year. They have Bibles that you read a certain amount of chapters every day and you'll get through the Bible in a year. But it's not the amount of time you spend, it's the quality of time you spend with God. And so, what I want to tell you is, it's not about working harder. You know what it's about, ladies and gentlemen? It's about working smarter. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to write down all the blessings you have in your life. Whether that's your kids, your wife, your job, your whatever it is for you, it could be numerous things. And then every time you have a bad day, I want you to pull out that list. I want you to begin to study on that and meditate on all the good things God's already brought into your life, and realize whatever you're going through at the time, you're gonna get through it. The task ahead of you is not as great as the power behind you. You can do anything you want to do. The Bible says in Philippians 4:13, which I have this tattooed on my right arm with the X, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So you can do whatever it is you want to do. You just gotta tell yourself you will succeed. And if it takes 20, 30, 40 years, or whatever it takes, realize if you don't give up, you will achieve your dreams and goals if you have a plan. But sometimes the only thing you might have is the belief in yourself. I've been very blessed to have incredible support from my mom, who's always been there for me and always made herself available to help me in whatever way she could. But even if you don't have incredible family support, you can make it. You can still achieve your dreams. But what I want you to do is I want you to, number one, write underneath in the comment box what some of your goals are, and then what some of your plans are to get there. And then another thing I want you to do is I want you to begin to write out a bucket list, things that you want to do or see before you go and before you die. Because I don't have a terminal disease. I have cerebral palsy, but we all have a limited amount of time. So what I want us to learn to do is embrace every moment, embrace every opportunity, every time we spend with someone. Be present in that moment, be present in the circumstances, because one day we're not going to have that time, that moment, that experience with that person. So enjoy every experience you have while you're trying to get to where you want to get. And don't give up on your goals and dreams, because the only way you can fail is if you refuse to give up, if you refuse to try anymore. Sorry. But remember, you have to have a plan. You know why so many people break their New Year's resolutions by January 15th? It's because they didn't have a plan of sustainability. Unless you have a plan on how you're going to achieve something, you're not going to get there, because guess what? You don't have a plan. It's fine, if you want to say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, wonderful. Well, how are you going to do that? Okay, well, I plan to make $10,000 in a month. And then as you go along, you increase it. Do you know, even though I'm a speaker, I haven't reached all my goals. I haven't reached all my goals, not nearly enough. I haven't done everything I believe God's called me to do. Besides being a speaker, I wanted to have my own successful business. I would love to be on a Paralympic team. I want to get married, have children, and marriage and all that stuff. I haven't done that yet, but you know what? I'm almost 30, but you know what? That doesn't mean that's not possible for me. And what you have to do is you have to believe that you can achieve, and then you have to put the work in to achieve your plan. People can say, excuse me, people can say, I want to get a job, but guess what? If you don't ever go out and look for a job, it's kind of hard to get one. Or take this illustration. Someone saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And God's saying, well, go in the refrigerator and get something to eat. And the refrigerator's full. But instead of going in there and cooking something and eating it, all you do is say, I'm hungry all the time. Doesn't really help your hunger. But, you have everything you need to succeed. You just gotta put it into action. You gotta use your faith. And for those of you who might not know how to find your purpose and stuff like that, a good book you might want to try to read is Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. I have cerebral palsy, but I don't want my cerebral palsy define who I am, what I'm about, or whether or not I can accomplish my goals and dreams or not. And neither should you. My mom has fibromyalgia. She deals with chronic pain every day that makes you feel like you have the flu deep in your muscles. And she does to manage her pain every day, but she doesn't let her fibromyalgia get her down. And yes, she hurts every day. And yes, some days are harder than others. But you know what? Every day of your life is an opportunity to experience more, to get closer to God, and to have new opportunities. And what I want you to do every day is wake up with the attitude of expectancy, expecting something good to happen to you every day. And instead of waking up and saying, oh, good grief, it's morning, say, yes, it's morning, time to start my day. I get to wake up today. Now, I'm not saying you have to be positive all the time and you have to be all cheery and woohoo all day. But you know what? Just have an attitude of gratefulness for your life and realize, you only have one life. You only have a certain period of time down here. And I want you to enjoy it. And I don't want you to take it for granted. And enjoy your friends and family over the holidays. Spend time watching Christmas movies. Spend time baking cookies, looking at Christmas lights, and realize it's fine to give Christmas gifts to each other, but it's not all about the gifts. It's about spending time with friends and family. And what it's really about is the wonderful gift that God gave us in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because without Jesus' sacrifice on the cross, you and I would be condemned to hell forever. And the rejection of Jesus is the only thing that's going to keep you out of hell. Because God paid the price for yours and my sins. It says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whoever believeth within him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So if you don't know Jesus, I would encourage you to check out Romans 10:9-10, which says if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead, and Jesus went to hell and died for yours and my sins, that you can be saved and all your sins are forgiven. So if you don't know God, I would encourage you right here this evening. There's no better time to do it. God loves you. He sent his only Son to die for you. There's nothing you can ever do. I don't care what you've done in your past, what you've done in your future. Your past, present, and future mistakes are all paid for. And God loves you. I make mistakes every day. But you know what? I never said that Christians were perfect. We're just forgiven. God's not looking for perfect people. He's looking for people with a heart that's turned toward him. That means a heart that wants to do right. And so I just encourage you to enjoy this holidays, and hopefully this video has encouraged you to go into your new year with the attitude of joy and gratefulness. And please, if this video has blessed you, please share it on your own profile. Please take the time to comment, and please retweet it or whatever. And check me out on Facebook under Sean Lewis Motivational Speaker. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day and God bless. And don't forget, if you don't go, you'll never know. And look for some way to learn something new every day. And try to have a new adventure every day, whether it's big or small. Get out and enjoy yourself. Find an activity you enjoy. I enjoy bowling, hanging out with friends, going to movies, going to concerts. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy all kinds of stuff. I enjoy working out. I'm involved in this place called the Center for Physically Challenged here in my town where I live, and they have all different kind of programs, such as a disabled sports program where they have wheelchair curling, like in the Winter Olympics. They have cycling, they have basketball, and they have wheelchair golf. I I bowl on a league which is about to take a break for the holidays, but I just don't sit around. Don't sit around. Find ways to keep yourself active. And besides being a motivational speaker, I have a catalog business that I'm trying to work on and build up right now. And I'm a speaker, and like I said, I'd love to come inspire and encourage the people, and I believe my presentation will not only be unique, but will take you or your organization to the next level. I look forward to working with you in the future. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful day, and God bless. And remember, if you're going to dream big, because it takes the same amount of faith as it does to dream a small dream as it does to dream a big dream, so you might as well dream big. And remember, I'm always here. If I can help you anyway, please leave a comment, or please leave suggestions on how I can make it better. Questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them. But thank you, and have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderfully blessed Christmas, and I hope you have a blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year. But I'll be seeing you before then. But God bless. Bye.